Welcome back. In other crime news, a 28-year-old male of Johnson Alley off Wolf Road is in hospital in stable condition after he was stabbed early this morning. Sometime around 1:30 a.m., with the male along with a female were in a residence on Cambridge Lane, that's in the Bainstown area. They got into a physical altercation which resulted in the 22-year-old female producing a knife and stabbing the male multiple times. The victim was transported to the hospital via a private vehicle. The Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources began Phase 1 of its Road to 50 National Beautification a week ago, and they began at the intersection of Bay Street and Navy Lion Road, continuing all the way to the Sidney Poitier Bridge. Minister of Environment Vaughn Miller says the initiative is in partnership with the Department of Corrections and the rehabilitation of inmates, known as Inmate Industries.
Campaign, which begins at 6 every morning, it moved from West Bay onto Nassau Street, and they'll be continuing all the way up to the intersection of Ponciano Drive and University Boulevard. This project, in the first instance, it will address the removal of garbage along all of the north-south thoroughfares between Nassau Street and Village Road, and going as far as Wolf Road. And it's noted that the team will place emphasis on overgrown open spaces and lots, as well as additional environmental remedial works, including the removal of accumulated bulk waste, derelict vehicles, and the whitewashing of abandoned buildings. Following the whitewashing of these structures, young artisans in the various communities will be encouraged to apply murals of community leaders and other national symbols like the flag.
Minister Miller says the department will also prosecute property owners who are in breach of the environmental legislation. The Ministry of Works will also be demolishing abandoned buildings.
So with that building, right by the red light, I think it's in the northwestern quadrant. We're talking that building. Also on Market Street, just south of VZ Street, there's a yellow building. It's almost in the road that they're using to place their waste. That's targeted. And the first one that's almost down is located on East and Anderson Streets. It's opposite, it used to be Mason Street, that's now I think Saxon Way. It's a burgundy building. It's been an eyesore for a long time. By the weekend, by God's grace, we hope that will be down. And then phase 2 of the project, we'll be going east-west on Wolf Road, from Wolf Road, from the roundabout at University of Bahamas, all the way to Village Road, and Robinson Road from the roundabout at Blue Hill Road, all the way east to Soldier Road.
Acting Commissioner of Corrections Don Clare says about 50 inmates are part of the cleanup initiative and that he was amazed at the amount of trash cleared from downtown Bay Street.
It's not free. They will give the inmate a small stipend. So upon their release, they will have something to take home. But during this process, inmates will be responsible for initial cleanup, sustained cleanup, and also a part of that process, we have carpenters, masons, plumbers, who will be doing repairs as they go along. And on Monday past, at 6 o'clock in the morning. We started from the Sheraton British Colonial Hilton Hotel. And as time we get to Rawson Square, believe it or not, we had 45 bags, massive bags of garbage.
Minister Miller says the initiative is not only in preparation for the Road to 50 Independence, but will be an ongoing process to restore New Providence to levels of cleanliness that existed many years ago. As debate on the 2023-2024 fiscal budget rages on in the House of Assembly, various cabinet ministers have announced new policies and programs, including the minister responsible for Family Island Affairs, Clay Sweeting. During his recent contribution, he noted that there is a housing crisis on the island of Eleuthera and that there are many opportunities for Bahamians there. However, he believes efforts by Bahamians are being undermined by foreign homeowners on the Family Islands who also enjoy 100% of the concessions given to Bahamians when constructing new homes and businesses.
As you are aware, the government of the Bahamas has continued its commitment to Family Island encouragement which over the years has proven to be beneficial to various residents, communities where economic activity is needed to be supported by the government. While there has always been equal access to the subvention implemented by the government, it is clear that the Bahamian residents have not always fully been able to take advantage of this opportunity as they should. We have found, however, that many foreigners have indeed utilized these subventions and as a result have built many homes that they are using for VRBOs and Airbnb markets that is rivaling hotel room occupancy in many of our family islands.
According to Minister Sweeting, the actions of the foreign homeowners is having an adverse effect on Family Island development. For that reason, he says the government has decided to make the following adjustments to the Family Island Development Encouragement Act in relation to foreign homeowners.
While we encourage Bahamians to utilize this economic subvention, we are implementing measures to ensure that it's not taken advantage of. As such, this administration is reducing the waiver to 50% for foreigners only for homes or are building homes in the Family Islands. This will help to drive the local economy and encourage foreigners to purchase from local hardware stores.
Yes.
Madam Speaker, Bahamians will maintain access to 100%
100%.
of these concessions with additional items added to the list of exempt supplies.
Meanwhile, there have been a number of complaints from businessmen and businesswomen on our Family Islands that foreign homeowners are also marketing Airbnb packages, and they're marketing those deals that are inclusive of vehicles and fully stocked homes, which reduce the impact of visitor spending on the Family Islands. In honor of one of the last remaining signatories of the Bahamas Constitution, a school on Acklands Island is set to be renamed, as revealed by the Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, Glennis Hannah Martin, during her contribution to the budget. Pompey Bay High School will become the Loftus A. Roker High School. A former student at that school and a great contributor to national progress, Minister Hannah Martin expounds on the former cabinet minister and his contributions to the country.
I am pleased to announce that this school, the Acklands Central High School, will in short order be named the Loftus A. Roker High School. As many may know, the Honorable Loftus Roker is a distinguished son of Acklands Island and a former student at that school and a great contributor to our national progress. He was one of the original signatories at the Independence Conference in London in December 1972 and has dedicated his life to the cause of the Bahamian people.
According to Minister Hannah Martin, in the ensuing months, other schools will be named after patriarchs and matriarchs of the country who have paved the way for succeeding generations. And finally, King Charles's 2023 birthday honors have been revealed. In a statement from the office of the Governor General, Sir Cornelius A. Smith advised that His Majesty King Charles III has graciously recognized the outstanding services and contributions to the people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. The list of names include Warren Logan Roll, who will receive the highest honor, Companion of the Most Distinguished, an honor for services to the public. Nico Grant, Commander of the Order of the British Empire for services to politics. Austin Davis, Officer of the Order of the British Empire for service to his community. And Pericles Mailers, Officer of the Order of the British Empire for services to the environment. Members of the Order of the British Empire include Andrea Archer for service to the public, Thomas Cates for service to the community, and Colin Higgs for services to the public. Those receiving the British Empire Medal are Bonnie Baisden and Frederick Taylor for service to sports, Clayton Curtis and Edison Dames for service to culture, and finally, Limond Delavo will receive the King's Police Medal for service to the Royal Bahamas Police Force. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jcn Saunders. Thanks so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.